now I am going to introduce our most talented two convener team, Asitikanta Panigrahi and Rudrakara. Thank you.
Thank you. Those who don't know me, Mu Sitikanta Panigrahi. So I, along with my partner in crime, Rudrakara, I welcome you all to this info session. So today we're going to talk about what's unique and exciting events and activities we're going to bring to this convention. I mean, many of you have attended and many of you are new to this. The whole goal of this convention, this session is to let you, learn about what the activity is coming and ask questions. So maybe, Rini, if we go to the slide, the most exciting part of any convention starts with venue. So this is the venue. I think I would say one of the best venue we have picked so far. What's exciting is on the left side, that picture you see, there are two venues, like one is the convention center, that blue color one, and performing arts theater next to each other, and hotels are just across this road. And then we have park built. So the plan is to build little Odisha during that July 4th weekend. And to the right, that's the performing arts theater, capacity more than 3,000. And now next, we have picked the venue, and the team really worked hard, even raised funds with all your support. And you'll also today learn how excellent program lineup we have come up with. And the next goal is to offer you the best experience at the convention. And to that effect, this year approach is make it inclusive. What does means is we are trying to make this convention for all age group, all generation, whether first generation Odias, second generation, or even third generation, all age groups, whether you are in 20s, 30s, or 40s, 50s, or even seniors, we have program for all of you. So that's kind of our plan. And what we are planning this as a 3-day vacation retreat for all your family. Imagine you are in a vacation with thousands of Odia under one roof, with sumptuous meal, full on entertainment and guli khati, and intellectual stimulating seminar. So this is kind of the goal. You'll hear from all our team leads and volunteers about that. And before I pass it on to real activities, real thing, what you're going to listen, I just want to point out two things. First is, you might have questions, so we are going to moderate Q&A after presentation. But if you have any question, please post it in the chat room. So we'll try to answer that. But during moderate session also, you can use raise hand feature. So we'll ask that. And the most exciting part is you'll get a chance to hear from our artists from Odisha towards the end, who are coming all the way to meet you in person. With that, let me pass it on to Sankar.
Awesome, cool. So as a young Odia, one of the most exciting parts about OSA is the opportunity to celebrate the community that I was born into and grew up in. And obviously, one of the best ways to celebrate a community is get to know who else is in it. And so our team has put together a number of wonderful social activities for all the attendees to get to know each other and mingle outside of the wonderful seminars and speaker events. And so the first social activity that we are going to have to kick off the weekend is the Mela on Friday night. This will be set up Friday evening as attendees come in to check in the hotel and the convention as a whole. And it will be an opportunity for you to step out into the wonderful Sacramento evening, meet some of the other convention members, enjoy some snacks, live music, and fun activities.
Thanks, Uncle. So, who doesn't love a fun game of trivia? We invite you to join us for a trivia game unlike most others, where the question topics include Odia food, our culture, our music, and more. We'll set the questions and the teams, you just have to show up. Mingling is encouraged and our MC is sure to entertain. All are welcome, including those who don't plan to play. So we're holding this space for people to make connections and have some fun, and we really hope to see you there. Now I'll pass it back to Sankalp for the next event.
Hi everyone. For our indoor and outdoor sports, like Bunanko mentioned, we have the outdoor park accessible to us. We'll take advantage of that on Friday, especially. So we'll have a lot of like outdoor games planned, especially for the kids and to get the adults involved. So that'll involve things like basketball, football, soccer, all outsourced by like people in the community. Like a lot of the uncles play volleyball on Saturdays, so we can take advantage of like nets and things like that. And we also have an indoor facility rented out, so that can be used for either basketball or volleyball, depending on what is available to us. But we'll make sure to have a lot of games and inclusive activities for everyone in the community.
So, Kukudas.
Thank you, Sankalp. Thank you, Siddhi. Namaskar. Good evening. I should not say those who don't know me. Okay, if there will be some, those who don't know me, I'm Kukudas, a Bay Area resident, calling California my home for last 3 decades, and a proud member of OSA family. California got the privilege of hosting the OSA Convention so far, 4 of them, since the birth of this organization. And each of them was unique in its own way and touched the attendees' heart and left a beautiful memory to cherish forever. And I'm sure this convention will be the best one. Why did I say that? अच्छा चलंतु मु आपन को गोटे प्रश्न पचारुची आपण समस्त को प्रश्न पचारुची भाबंतु आपण ओडिसा बुलिबा को जाई छंती आपण को सबुठु कोन भल लागेबो कोन आपण मने रखिबे को जिनछटा को बेसी दिन जाय आपण मने रखिबे आपण जो रसगुल्ला बा छेनापोड़ खाइथिले सेटा मने रहिबो आई डोंट थिंक सो ना जो कोणार्क बुलिबा को जाइथिले कि गोपालपुर बीच जाइथिले सेटा मने रहिबो How about जो आपण नेकी जाइथिले मेहर्स रु लुगापटा किनिबा को भाबुछन सेटा मन रहइबो मते लागुची think about the moments you have spent with your dear and near ones. So exactly keeping that in mind, this convention team has planned for a beautiful gathering with a marvelous ambience. We have done a lot of research about how to make this convention inclusive, where attendees from each generation, आपण माने देखिबे प्रत्येक पीढ़ीर जो माने आसुछंती समस्तंक पाए किछि ना किछि हमर अछि जेमति पिला माने कहिले बा सितिकंठ कहिले प्रत्येक पीढ़ी पाए हमर किछि ना किछि प्रोग्राम इवेंट्स अछि आ सबुठु कोन भलो अछि जानिछंती हमर सोशल हैंगआउट्स गुल्ली खट्टी गप सप पाई चा पानी सहित पूरा भल्लो भाबरे व्यवस्था अछि. There are multiple hangouts venues to relax and socialize with friends. आपनकर seniors कहंतु young adults कहंतु youth हो you name it we have it. We have a space for each of you to hang out to just chill. आपण देखिबे पिलांको पाई आउरी छोटो पिला एलिमेंटरी मिडिल स्कूल पिला मानक पाई आपण देखुचंती हैंड्स ऑन रोबोटिक्स टेक्नोलॉजी एक्टिविटीज फॉर एवरीबॉडी से मन तो आजिकल से मानन को सेटा भी दरकार सेटा भी रो व्यवस्था अछि एंड मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंटली गोटे आपणकर हमर जो यंग पेरेंट्स अछंती तांको पाई वी हैव ऑप्शन ऑफ चाइल्ड केयर सर्विस जोटिकी आपण you will drop your child and go to enjoy and relax with your friends. Oops, मते लागोचे रिनी had given me only 2 minutes or 1 minute. मु तो कथा कहले सरेनी तेणु एटा गोटे जागा आपणकर गप्प सपर पेटारा खोलेला भलिया जागा आपण खाली थरे आसंतु give us the opportunity to serve you. आपण देखिबे कैलिफोर्नियन माने आपणकर आतिथ्यतारे केते पारंगम से माने. Well, with that, I would like to request all of you to join us at the convention and take a lifetime memory with you. शेषरे आओ अपेक्षा काहे के बंधु कर सहयोग मिसाओ कांधरे कांध चलो चलो आमे गढ़िबा संपर्कर सेतु. नमस्कार. जय ओसा जय ओडिसा. जय जगन्नाथ एति सहित मु डाकुची हमर सुपर टैलेंटेड गर्ल हमर निहारिका महांती रिनी को कौन सबू रखिच रिनी हम पई को समस्तंग पई
नमस्ते मो ना होची निहारिका मोहंती and I will start with the first part of cultural events, OSA Honors. OSA Honors premieres at this OSA Convention 22 and is modeled after the Kennedy Center Honors, the most prestigious Kennedy Center Honors. And we are delighted to be able to honor, celebrate, and make us proud of some of our artistic gems, our outstanding talents in the Odia community in North America. We will have them showcase their art. We will highlight their journey. And very significantly, we will have them speak so as to inspire many more through speaking about their journey, their sadhana to their art form. Our sincere hope that OSA Honors continues as a regular tradition in the OSA Convention so that this can be a lasting legacy in OSA. Thank you. On to Shibani Patnaik.
Namaskar, I'm Shibani Patnaik Kochi, San Diego. I am so pleased and delighted to share with you about this unique, one-of-a-kind Odissi festival coming up for this OSA Convention. Our goal in this Odissi festival is to produce an inclusive and high-quality production. Aligned with the theme of Samparka Setu, we have attempted to bring that into our Odissi festival. We pondered, how can we bring Odissi dancers across North America to build connections, to nurture relationships, and to really just create long-lasting relationships? And what we've done is we've requested and encouraged dancers across multiple dimensions, whether it's age, generation, geographical location, within chapters, across chapters, and so on, to come together and connect. In order to do this, we are encouraging and facilitating joint productions. If you're an Odissi dancer or you know of an Odissi dancer who may be interested, do not forget to register by May 15th. And if you're not an Odissi dancer, we encourage you to attend and come. This is an event not to be missed. Please do consider attending our unique, one-of-a-kind Odissi festival for this convention. And with that, I will pass it on to Gayatri Mishra Joshi to talk about other cultural events. Gayatri Appa.
Namaskar. Thank you, Shivani, for going through the Odissi festival, which is really going to be very exciting this year. Again, I am Gayatri Joshi, and I'm again Bay Area resident here. And it's my pleasure and privilege to present the rest of the cultural activities. And my partner in crime, Dipti Maulik, is already spoke to you guys already. So let me talk to you a few other unique cultural activities that we have. Just like every year, this year convention is about being inclusive, being inspiring and getting inspired. Our cultural events are very creatively designed for all, as everyone is mentioning, for all groups, all ages, all generations. And the primary focus is to have it on time and high quality, and really focus on the local talents. That's what we are aiming for. Now I'll mention a few of this. We have, as I said, of all age groups, starting with Tiki Dunia, जोटा कि हमरा एकदम कुन्नी छुआ मन को पई 10 वर्ष जाए 0 to 10, 0 कहबिनी, but at least चली परथवा छुआ मन को नै क्रिएट 10 वर्ष जाए टिकी दुनिया. Then amara achi next होचंती amara youth our next generation. ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ବଢିଆ theme ରେ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି, Konark Express, East and West, East West Odisha is the best. They will talk. Sanuja is going to talk more about it. But as the name suggests, you will get to see some East and both West. You will see in all our cultural programs, you will see the best of Odia art forms. And at the same time, being inclusive, we will also showcase some things from here. As our theme is suggesting, Samparka Setu, a bridge to connect. So we're going to be presenting that bridge. Then we have Sangita Asara, jota ki ame mehfil kahu. And in part of that will be impromptu singing, dancing like every year, stand-up comedies. Antakshari, this year we are doing two extra new things we're introducing. One is a thematic presentation, giving tribute to our legend singers, those singers who we just lost very recently. And then also we are introducing this time our next generation to open mic and Das Kathia section. Then we do have an opening musical ballet on the theme itself, Samparka Setu. We have a fashion show, obviously, that is going to also showcase Odia culture, Odia saris and Odia clothings. And that would be part of the closing ceremony. Then we have chapter presentation, part of our prime time cultural program. And then we have once again, another unique presentation, I would say, and probably another one, which is for the first time happening, probably in the world, is that 8 Odissi schools together coming and presenting this dance drama, Tume Hi Satya, jota ki bahut unique. Tapre, of course, Ranga Tarang, which is going to be done by our celebrity artist, and I'm really personally looking forward to it. And aji amar seta bhi, please ruhantu last jaye apna seta bhi dekhibe. We'll present some artists from Ranga Tarang. Next slide, please. Thank you, Rini. We also have our OSA mandate contests, 3 of them: Pramod Patnaik drama competition, Amara Lata Misra Champu Chanda Odissi music competition, and Subrina Biswal performing arts for youth. And as although OSA Got Talent is not OSA mandate, but it's becoming a popular, pretty much popular for year by year. So we do have OSA Got Talent as the contest. Amara, the main thing I would like everyone to kind of be mindful is about the date. May 15 is the date, last date for all cultural entries. So please register and do the cultural registration before May 15th. Amara sabu programs, each and every program has been very well explained in the website. So apan man samaste jaiki dekhi paribe. Jodi apanakar kichhi bhi question achi, Dipti Malik or myself, and also the leads. We have leads for each and every program. And apanku jettebele jaha darkar, je as a California host, I want to tell you that ame apanku khali hatare jama jibaku dabu nahi. Jiye bhi asibe we will make sure, if you want to showcase your talent, we will make sure we give you a platform. That's a promise from this team. Thank you. And now I would like to invite our most, I have no words to actually explain. He is one of our prime volunteers who has been relentlessly working for both venue and also on seminars. So it's my privilege to introduce Prasant Mahapatra.
Thank you, Gayatri. You are just being too generous. My name is Prasant Mahapatra. I'm from Davis, California. So as you all know, seminars are the most integral part of, all these large gatherings. In addition to the cultural events and the food, seminar keeps you excited. in the intellectual domain. And also, our goal here is to make you busy throughout the day in exploring all the choices that you could have. So the theme of seminars is we want you to experience the experience. And we are taking utmost care in creating the environment and bringing in people who will provide you that experience. So again, we have a large number of seminars. I won't go through the entire list over here. So there are 3 categories. One is for the sake of, expanding your experiences. The other set will be an educational and informational aspects. And the third sets will be mind, health, and body. These sets include all the seminars that you have seen in the previous OSA conventions. But in addition, we have created quite a few new ones. So we'll just focus on some of the unique aspects. I'll first have Shivani talk about a couple, and then I'll come back and talk about the rest.
Thank you, Prasanta Bhai. So we ran some surveys, we collected some data, we spoke to the community to inquire what is going to be interesting to discuss at this upcoming OSA convention. And one theme that came to the top of the list was a discussion around the modern Odia family evolving through generations. Today's Odia family may look very different from an Odia family in the past. And furthermore, today's modern Odia family may be similar or may be different across the board. On top of that, you have villages that help support and nurture modern Odia families today. Those villages look very different. The villages may include grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, friends, community members, but it looks different. So we thought, let's bring the diverse villages together. Let's bring the different modern Odia families together, and let's have an inclusive and interactive workshop. We're very excited about this workshop where we will come together and we will explore learnings that we've collectively had, insights that we've gained over the years, how we can take those insights and apply them in our everyday life. We have a commonality in the fact that we are all Odia, but we have so many different experiences, insights, and walks of life. Let's learn from each other and let's take this opportunity to do that. I hope you seriously consider attending this dynamic workshop that we have planned. Moving on to the next slide, another seminar I would like to share with you is about inspirational storytellers. This is our opportunity for dialogues with inspiring storytellers. We will hear from individuals who are extremely accomplished in their fields and who have broken stereotypical norms to create impactful change. Dr. Ramesh Srinivasan, who is a professor at UCLA, studies the interaction between technology, politics, and societies across the world. He will share with us his journey of becoming a leading academic, an author, engineer, social scientist, storyteller, policy advisor, and thought leader. We have Dr. Sarita Mohanty from our own community who will share her story as a healthcare CEO and president, and how she integrates physical health, behavioral health, and non-medical social care needs in serving the underserved population, whether older adult or vulnerable segments. We'll have one more storyteller, so stay tuned. But again, this is a seminar not to be missed. Back to you, Prasanta Bhai.
Thanks, Shivani. So let me quickly go over some of the unique seminars we will present. And these will be really exciting experiences for all of you. In addition to making remarks at the opening ceremony, Swami Mukundananda will be spending 1 hour with us to talk about various ideas related to mind management. For those of you who do not know about Swami Mukundananda, he is an international authority on mind management and a best-selling author who has transformed the life of millions of people in India as well as in all over the world. He received his education from 2 of the finest educational institutions of India, IIT Delhi and IIM Calcutta. So we will have the unique opportunity to learn more from him. The other item will be a journey to space with astronaut Steve Robinson. So Steve Robinson has flown in 4 space shuttle missions and was a director at NASA. He has this unique experience of working with Kalpana Chawla of Indian origin, and he will definitely talk about that experience also. So this will be a very interactive and a graphical experience for all of you. Having come to California, we won't let you go without feeding you enough of entrepreneurial activities. So we will have a panel discussion related to how you can be an entrepreneur, and we will get the leading people, those who have experienced it, those who have been there, done that, in order to talk about this. And to top it off all, we'll have a fireside chat with super achievers. We will have Rajiv Misra, the CEO of SoftBank, probably the first Indian to have achieved and have gone up to that level. We will have Salini Misra, who is one of the top 100 interior designers. In addition to that, we will have Ritesh Agarwal, who many of you know, the founder and the CEO of Odia, and probably the youngest or one of the youngest billionaires in the business world. And Vivek Ranadeve is local, and he is the founder of TIPCO, as well as the only Indian ever to have owned an NBA, the basketball professional teams. And they will be joined by Dr. Kate Collings, who is the founding director of Lifestyle Medicines, for a discussion and inspire you all and narrate their stories about achievements. Last but not the least, for all the wine lovers, and this is a very unique experience we will provide you. This will be a California special thing, being close to Napa Valley. We are getting one of the leading wine chemists of the world, join with the first woman winemaker of Napa Valley. Both of them are teaming up to provide you a unique wine tasting opportunity where you will spend an evening testing about half a dozen different wines, and they will be narrating the story behind each of those wines. So with that, I would like to invite Sanuja to talk more about youth-focused activities.
Before you go on, there's a question here about group sightseeing schedule for, especially for the 4th.
Yes, we are looking into that. We'll reach out to all of you on the group sightseeing, different program.
Thanks, Siti.
Awesome. Thanks for Sandanko. Namaskar, Mona Hila Sanuja. I'm California. I just wanted to remind everyone that although we're going into the youth category, that in fact all of these things listed in front of you in the presentation are youth inclusive. The one thing you'll see at this convention that hasn't been seen before is the integration of it all. So we obviously have different generations present at the convention, and we want to make sure that the inclusivity factor is there, so that if someone steps into a room and then moves to another room, they're not going to feel like they don't belong there. So I'm not going to read out all of the different things because obviously we've been through all of those in the previous slides, but these are all of the different areas that the youth will be able to interact in, participate in, and contribute to during the weekend. Next slide. So some of the things that I will emphasize, of course, you know, we love integration, but sometimes kids are allergic to adults. So they need their own space. So that's why we've created some more safe areas for them to be around other people around the same age as them. On Friday, after they've completely tired themselves out from the fair and gone to OSA Honors, they can come and mix with other youth at the youth mixer. Again, this is an inclusive space, so everyone can come join. It's not that you have to be a certain age category to join. We'll have games, icebreakers, some sort of theme for them to follow along with, potentially some swag for them to leave with, and then we will let them go to bed a little bit early so that they're ready for the opening ceremony the following morning. Of course, we have the rest of the weekend for fun. So we'll have them rest a little bit on Friday night, get ready for Saturday. On Saturday, we have the Youth Cultural Primetime. I'm in particular very excited about this. The team that I'm working with is not California based. I am the only California person on my team. And so we are trying our level best to make sure that, we're showing that the different states are coming together to present this. It's going to be a theatrical production, East or West, Odias is the best. And to get there, you have to take the Konark Express. And it's going to be Konark Express, essentially a family of generations will be traveling through India to try and get back to Bhubaneswar. And through that, they're going to have, tears, laughter, action. It's going to be a great time. Who hasn't been in a train in India? You just feel so nostalgic hearing the chai wala go through the different train carts and seeing kurkure, lines of kurkure on the outside on the platform, the comics, etc. So we're hoping that we can give you a little bit of nostalgia through that program. If you're interested in participating, if your children are interested in participating, please, please, please fill out the cultural registration form. It's in the generic registration. You can register for this. If you don't want to be on stage and you want to volunteer, there's volunteering opportunities as well, whether you're interested in people management, IT, tech, sound, whatever the case may be, I have something for you. So come through, come join us. Next slide. Oh, okay, I think we're missing a slide. Or we skipped a slide. There we go. Okay. Again, so we obviously have multiple different seminars and different workshops for everyone to be a part of. We have some amazing, amazing speakers who are coming that you can interact with and sort of absorb information from. One thing that we sort of pulled on with the second gen kids and millennials and that area is, what would you be interested in chatting about? And one thing that came up was colorism. This is a very broad field, of course. As we've seen in current events, there's been a lot of impact with this particular topic. And so we're trying to make it more workshop based. It won't be a seminar. It'll be a space for folks to talk about personal experience, to talk about the impact that they've seen in the last few years from colorism, which also translates into racism, bullying. Sometimes little kids can also relate if they have somebody who's mean to them in school, etc. So we want to make it a discussion-based, workshop-based space. It'll be very interactive. There's going to be, post-it notes, whiteboards, markers, and all of that good stuff. So I implore all of you to come join. I know this is not something that affects one generation more than the other. We've all experienced it throughout history and even today. So yeah, that's a little bit about the youth emphasized space. I will go ahead and pass it back.
Thank you, Sanuja. Namaskar, I'm Namita Panigrahi. Just to kind of continue on what Sanuja said and also Prasant Bhai said about various seminars. If you all are thinking, a lot of cultural program for all ages that we try to plan from Tiki Dunya to all, you can think of for the older generation. We haven't forgot about our youth, there are a lot of cultural programs. Besides that, we want to give them some kind of intellectual things that they can explore. Besides, they listen to the Dr. Steve Ravinchan about the NASA thing. They can listen to all the other spiritual thing. They also have some of these competitions that they can participate. These will be, these programs are actually very, very, encouraging and enriching experience that they can have. So there are two things that we are presenting. One is the Summit Singh Entrepreneurship Competition, and the other one is the hackathon. ISF, Indo-American Seva Foundation, is basically providing this opportunity for kids to do the hackathon. So these two programs are for middle school and high school students. And I want to, just give a brief introduction here, but our teams are standing by. If you have any questions, they can provide more details. But what I want to call out is kids can get some enriching experience by trying this. But the most exciting fact is the prize monies are like really good. That's they should take part and kind of win these prizes that they can brag in their resume or college application. But moreover, the soft skill and the other team building skill that they will learn is going to be really enriching for them to long way to go. So please have your, your kids participate in this. There are some sessions we are going to kind of cover. Like tomorrow, there is a workshop that we are going to offer about the summixing entrepreneurship, like how to write the business plan and how to go about it. So I really request all you parents, ask your your son and daughter to join those sessions to kind of learn from those workshops. And we are going to have some more workshops from both the areas. These things, actually, one thing just to last piece to cover is these things they can do pre-convention. During the convention, they will get the hours. In the hackathon, they will do some exercise, but summixing entrepreneurship is pre-convention. So basically, starting from now till June, they can come up with a business plan. They can work as a team with 2-3 other friends or their siblings and kind of really prep for it. There are deadlines mentioned here. So it's just a brief introduction about these things that we have planned for our teens. So please encourage your kids to take part. Any question, our team can help you with more clarity. So with that, I would like to pass on to Rudravai.
Rudravai, maybe unmute yourself.
Sorry. Anyway, thank you all my friends and good evening. To introduce myself, my name is Rudra Kaur, one of the 2 conveners for the OSA Convention in 2022. We as volunteering team have concluded that food quality and the professionalism and execution of full delivery to all our participants is one of the highest success criteria for the convention. And I'm sure all of you would agree with that. I would say that thank you to your generosity and contribution by many of you donors, and many of you know who the donors are, because of which we were able to subsidize the food cost and reduce the food pricing very aggressively in recent weeks. The main purpose of that move was to make the overall cost to attend the convention most affordable for many of you, especially for folks which are out of state who have additional expense of airfare and other expenses. And we are hoping that with this move, many of you will be able to find the convention affordable and therefore register for the convention soon and plan to join us for this event, which is going to be a fun-filled weekend, as you already heard so far. Again, little bit on the food. As I mentioned, we reduced the price from $99 per day to $49 per day. Saturday, Sunday, lunch and dinner is being catered by the convention designated Indian caterer, which happens to be a very famous caterer. So that's going to have an elaborate menu, and we are very confident about the food quality and the overall food for Saturday, Sunday lunch and dinner. For the breakfast every day, and for Friday evening and Sunday brunch, it's going to be a hybrid. Some elements we are catering from outside restaurants, and some of it our volunteering team is cooking. That includes snacks. We'll have tea and water and drinks, soft drinks and snacks at different times of the day. So again, this $49 per day for 2 days covers all the food expenses for all 4 days. Again, just to touch on a couple of other points, all these things have been possible by a lot of hard work by our volunteering team, especially our fundraising team, who have done a fantastic job raising funds, not only from individual donors, but also from exhibitors, corporate and SME entities. And as you know, fund is the lifeblood for any success of any event. And this team has done a fantastic job to make that possible so far. And they continue to work hard from now until the event day to make sure that we will not have any chance of deficit this year. I would also like to give big word of thanks and gratitude to all our volunteering team, because there are dozens and dozens of hardworking volunteers putting in tons of work, and their goal is to make it the best possible convention possible. And let me end with a plea to all of you. All areas of volunteering is going very, very well. I would say that one area we are lagging behind is the registration and the attendees count so far. We are barely touching the 1,000 mark. Our success criteria for attendees is at least 2,000. The convention venue is able to accommodate 3,000 plus attendees, but we need to get to at least 2,000 plus. So there's a lot of work to be done. So my plea to every one of you who have not registered, please register as soon as possible. And please reach out to your friends and your folks in the local area to encourage them to attend, encourage them to register as soon as possible. We need to get head count for all the participants by end of May so that we can plan for food and the other kind of logistics, because they need to know at least month, few weeks in advance how many people are coming for lunch and dinner. So with that, thank you everybody and namaskar.
All right, thank you, Rudra-bhai. And well, so you heard from our team how grand a venue we have, and you heard about food, cultural program, exciting cultural program, and one of the best lineup of seminar, I would say. All this planned, we have planned everything for you except one thing. That is, we can guarantee you everything except one, that is not enough sleep. We can't guarantee you that. So maybe plan Monday for enough sleep. Okay, we will have everything from 7 a.m. till 1, not 12 midnight, 1 a.m. So that's going to happen. Well, so we'll have Q&A, but another exciting thing is our Ranga Tarang team also online here. Why don't we take a few minutes? If there are any questions, Rudra-bhai and I can answer. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next. So,
Siti, sorry to interrupt you. I'll just take 30 seconds because our OSA sabubale Odia language culture promotion promote kari aschi. Sethipai samasthanku mu just jane debaku chahuche je amar gote Odia speech and debate, speech and vocabulary competition. Seta amar seminar re under as jaichi kintu seta bi gote chotiya competition and there will be cash prize. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हुए सेटा गत 10 वर्ष बा 12 वर्ष धरि कि एटा हेई आसी छि एटा गोटे बहुत बढ़िया प्रोग्राम फर छोट पिलांक पई 7 वर्ष रु 13 वर्ष 12 वर्ष जाय पिलांक पई वोकैबुलरी कंटेस्ट जोठी कि आमे 400 500 वर्ड से मानकु पठै थाउ आ से माने सेटा रे प्रैक्टिस करि कि वोकैबुलरी कंटेस्ट रे आसीबे तापर स्पीच पई भी 4 वीक्स आगरु तुम मानकु गोटे टॉपिक दिया जाय पिला मानकु प्रिपेयर पई तो समस्त को अनुरोध करूची जो मानकर पिला अछंती encourage them to participate in this Odia speech and vocabulary contest. Thank you.
Okay, any question or do you have any question in the chat room? Prasanna or anyone tracking any volunteers?
I don't really see. There's one about would appreciate make tablas or harmonium player available for singers. So that's the main question around the mehfil. If there is going to be some accompaniment.
Okay, so if not, we'll be available. But since Tarang team, Litisa, they are all here. So let's switch to the most exciting part of this evening. So as you all know, this time we're doing something different and something exciting when it comes to entertainment. We're bringing Ranga Tarang program this time. This time it's going to be a package of entertainment. Like you heard, you have seen G Cine Award in Dubai. So this same thing we're trying to bring in here. But this was all possible by one team, that is OTV Tarang Plus team. And we're fortunate to have today Litisa Mangat. I would say she's one of the young and dynamic, I would say, businesswomen you'll see, that I have come across, I've worked with. So I want to introduce you. It's a great honor and privilege for me to introduce Litisa and Ranga Tarang team also, who woke up early only for us, only to meet you all in live. Litisa, thank you and welcome to this session.
Namaskar, namaskar. Hi, everybody. I am very, very delighted to be a part of the OSA Convention this year. And I think we have been working on this for, I think, 4-5 months now, Mr. Panigrahi and I and Rudra Babu. And like, there's a full team that we've all been, but obviously Mr. Panigrahi initiated this and we're very, very thankful. So should I start with the
Yeah, we're going to
slide?
share the slide. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would just like to highlight few things about Tarang Plus here is that I'm sure many of you would know, but I would still like to reiterate that Odisha Television Network has completed 25 years. OTV, especially as a news channel, has completed 25 years this year. And we're very happy that we will be celebrating this year with you. And in 25 years, I think the only goal of the network has always been to serve the Odia community and Odisha in the state, outside the state, and obviously across the globe. And when I came in 2020, we had launched Tarang Plus only with the vision, because whatever Tarang Plus offers, people in Odisha are definitely aware of, but we wanted to connect with our Odia community across the globe, not only just in Odisha. We didn't want our products, we didn't want our channel, we didn't want our communication to be limited to the state, to the region, but go across. And as I also do understand that we also did this campaign recently on Utkal Divas called Gorbo Kuhumo Odia. So I think as long as I remember, the promoters have always promoted the very fact that we are going to be, we're proud of our language, we're proud of the products that we've created. In fact, at every step, the very small snippet I had added is because this was our first attempt, and every attempt actually in other spaces has been to put Odisha, the Odia community, on the map, because a lot of times we feel that we are underrepresented as a community. So Tarang Plus was exactly launched with this vision to provide 45 million Odia speaking population with the Odia content across the globe. And as I know how much you must be missing watching the Odia content, I mean, you have access to Netflix, Hulu, ABC shows, Disney, Hotstar, everything, but nothing like home, I feel. And this was our attempt to bring home closer to you, Tarang Plus closer to you, Odia content closer to you, because whatever is there right now is available on YouTube. But obviously nothing like an OTT platform, which makes everything so easier and so easily reachable to all of you, including the nostalgic content that everybody connects with, many generations childhood connects with. So I think our endeavor out and out has always been to serve the Odia community in whatever way we can. And obviously, like I have mentioned here, stories that make every Odia proud, and our endeavor is to make every Odia proud. So I didn't want to take a lot of your time, so I'm keeping my talk really short and sweet. We are coming with Tarang Plus Nights. We are all a group of the group of artists who are going to be performing at the Tarang Plus Nights called Ranga Tarang. The event name is Ranga Tarang. And Sabyasachi, Archita, Elena, Satyajit, Buddhaditya, and Asima. Everybody will be there, and I can ensure that all of you will have a great time. It'll be a great entertainment. We've been in the business of doing events for 16 years now, and we do say about 16 events. We do one of the largest Cine Awards in Odisha, and this is a small, very small snippet of what we do here in Odisha. And someday, this is our first step to step outside Odisha. And someday we do expect to get the entire Tarang Cine Awards probably to the US to celebrate with all of you. I mean, it would not give us, it would be the most, joyful thing for us to be celebrating our award functions and our milestones with all of you. So this is obviously the first step, and Tarang Plus was honestly and very centrally created for Odia community which lives outside Odisha, because I feel there is a disconnect with respect to as to how do we access the content in this world where you have such amazing content, such groundbreaking content from Netflix, from Disney, from Hotstar, from everybody. The only USP that I offer you is it's Odia content, something that will remind you of home. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you so much for accepting us. And like always, our promoters have always said that we should be always in touch with the community. So I'm just taking the legacy forward in being in touch with all of you. And I'm very, very thankful and grateful that you have accepted me and Tarang, OTV, and the team that is going to be performing at Ranga Tarang with open arms. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Litisa. We truly appreciate your support and bringing not only Tarang Plus entertainment, but live Ranga Tarang to OSA Convention. Thank you so much. And we're excited. Tarang Plus is going to be our Netflix for Odia content. Appreciate that.
I'm so glad. This is a lot of hard work we've been putting for the past 4 years. In one of the articles, obviously, like you see in that, I wanted to highlight as well that I had challenged the world, obviously, that we will reach 2 million subscribers by 2021. And obviously, COVID, we couldn't reach out to you. We couldn't reach out to other Odia communities. And our endeavor to sort of spread the word and go all the way to, get that much amount of users and subscribers, or, just that kind of support has obviously been stalled. So yes, I'm extremely happy that I'm still starting back. I will not take much of your time because I know all of you've been
so we'll go to the,
it's a weekend.
I know, so we got the best entertainment house of Odisha to the best artist. The more we'll go to the next exciting part, artists. So for that, I will request Lisa to take over from here and introduce our artists.
Yes,
Thank you.
I would also like to specifically thank Sabyasachi, because obviously, as all of us, I mean, not all of us, of course, Mr. Panigrahi and I know that this, irrespective of my corporate commitment, Sabyasachi has taken this project as his own and is constantly pursuing. And this is one question that I just saw on the chat: is the visa approved? So we've got the AGMA approval from the US. So I think that was the only major, roadblock that we had to clear in order to get the visa. I think there's nothing stopping us from getting the visa, except if there is COVID and travel restrictions. I don't think any one of us have any control over that. But yes, I would want to especially thank Sabyasachi in this, and please go ahead and yes, thank you so much. And Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, Siddhi Bhai. Thank you, Litisa. I really hope and wish you all the success for Tarang TV. Hope you reach your North Star, and hope we see you aiming high and reaching and competing with Disney, Netflix, Hulu, and everything. I'll be a proud Odia clapping and connecting my friends and speaking about this thing. That this is what.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you so much. It really means a lot.
Yes, and a big kudos to all the volunteers who spoke amazing and brought down the diversity about this convention. Huge kudos and applause to everyone. Kete kotha samaste kahigale. Vacation retreat with 1,000 Odias under one roof. Jana mana harana kariba amo Ranga Taranga. Konark Express, Tiki Dunya, Tu Kichi Janinu trivia and games. And Siddhi Bhai talked about sleep deprivation. I'm so thankful we have excellent doctors in Odia community who will take care just in case things go a little haywire. But without wasting any more time, I have to introduce the very first. Apon mani nishchoy sunithibe gitati. Ah mani Anandapura, माने उत्तर कूल जदि गीतटा देखछंती पागल प्रेमी सिनेमार ताहले आपण निश्चय जानिबे सब्यसाची किए Sabyasachi Mishra is an Indian actor for his work in Odia cinema and Telugu cinema. He has also worked in Bengali cinemas. So if you do not know, this is a trivia for all of you. He has done amazing work. I personally watch a lot of Odia movies. Big fan of Sabyasachi Babu. I was connecting with him and we were talking about age, and happens to be I'm 1 year older to you, so I can easily call you Sabya. Welcome Sabya, and here it is. Mic is over to you.
नमस्कार समस्तinku मो तरफरु गुड मॉर्निंग आ मु आज एते एक्साइटेड अछि मु एक्सप्लेन करि परिबिनी आई एम ग्रेटफुल लितिसा कि तमे मते थैंक कलो किंतु ऑनेस्टली मु ए अपॉर्चुनिटी को वेट करथली जे केते बेले आमे ए भले गोटे कल्चरल फंक्शन विषय में कथा हबा केना माने ओसा जो नेम ना ए नेम संगे लास्ट अनेक दिन अनेक वर्ष कहया को बोले एते क्लोजली मु पर्सनली एसोसिएटेड ही अछि जे ओसा को वर्तमान मु इमोशनली कनेक्ट करि पारे इनफैक्ट जदि मु कहबा को चाहिबी ताले अर्चिता को मु जति की भल पाए ठीक सेति की वर्तमान ओसा को मध्य भल पाए काना ओसा वर्तमान गोटे इंटीग्रल पार्ट हे जैछि मो लाइफ रो आउ बोधे एटा होछि सेही फ्रेम माने एटा होछि सेही बैकग्राउंड जो बैकग्राउंड रे हमें राति राति बितेइचे आमे अनेक समय बितेइचे वॉलंटियर हिसाब रे मु आपन संगे जॉइन करछि कथा हिछि अब आज मौका मिलछि वॉलंटियर नुहे गोटे एक्टर हिसाब रे कथा पई तो गोटे मिनिट मते के देबे हां वर्तमान टिके एक्टर वाला फीलिंग ता आसिला माने आमे केते राति एमती कथा हिजे किंतु केते बेले ऑक्सीजन माने डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन विषय कथा हिजे केते बेले आउ कोनोसी हेल्थ हजार्ड्स विषय में कथा हिजे किंतु आज हम डिस्कस करछे ओसा कन्वेंशन विषय रे तो मु एति की गारंटी देबी आपण मानकू जेति की एफर्ट मु आज वॉलंटियर देइची तेति की एफर्ट एज एन एक्टर भी देबी अब हमर जो प्रोग्राम टा जो हबा को जाउची ओसा कन्वेंशन 2022 ताको पूरा गोटे बोबल मार्का करबा समस्त जेमती एंटरटेन हेबे समस्त जेमती एन्जॉय करिवे सेमती गोटे बढ़िया इंटरेस्टिंग गोटे प्लान रो सहित हमें माने आगु को बढ़चू आ हमें बहुत फॉर्चुनेट कि हम संगे रे गोटे एमिति ग्रुप जोड़ी हिचंती जो माने माने एंटरटेनमेंट को कुक करी जानि छन एंटरटेनमेंट को परोसी जानि छन आ तरंग प्लस रो ए जो रंग तरंग टीम हमें जो वे रे प्रोग्राम टा को ग्राफ करूछु जो वे रे हमें एटा को प्रेजेंट करिया पे प्लान करूछु सेटा वर्तमान तार कोनोसी झलक भी हमें आपन को कहि परिबु नै जेतोला हमें स्टेज रे पहुंची जिवु ऑटोमेटिकली स्टेज विल बी ऑन फायर और बहुत सुंदर सुंदर आर्टिस्ट हम संगे रे जॉइन करछन हम संगे जाउछंती किछि जण आज मध्ये हमकु जॉइन करछन आ किछि जण तांकर प्रोफेशनल कमिटमेंट्स पई आज जॉइन करि पारनंती किंतु गोटे जबरदस्त बोबालिया प्रोग्राम हबो यूएस रे आ हमें समस्त बहुत एक्साइटेड अपन मानक संगे फेस टू फेस मिसिया पई काना ए स्क्रीन रे हमें बहुत चेष्टा करछे परस्पर रो इमोशन को बुझिया पई परस्पर को सपोर्ट करिया पई किंतु फेस टू फेस हमें हबा परस्पर को एंटरटेन करिया पई तो लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी अपन मान को समस्त को पर्सनली देखा करबी इनफैक्ट मु सबु चिन्हा फेस मान को देखि परछि सबु निज लोक मान को देखि परछि आ निजर लोक मान को संगे आउ टिके निजर हवा पई हमें जाई कि पहुंच जो आपन को पाखरे बहुत जल्दी अपन समस्त के संगे देखा हबो थैंक्स टू एवरीवन
थैंक यू सब्य बाबू आपण को बोबाल मार्का झलक ता टिके लोक मान को देखे देबा सुदीप रेडी
Can you share the sound also?
Sudeep, we are unable to hear the sound.
पागल प्रेमी निसा 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 लागे तते टिके छुई देला परे हसारा किसी हरण तते पाखे पाई गला परे सर अनुश्री देखंतिनी हमहु किंतु देखे सर मु देखै थांती हेले देखैबिनी काई की 15 दिन हेला जुआइनी ए तिनी मला तो पडले कुट लोकट मरजी पडे खबरदार अरे मु थाउ तो तू सुइसाइड करबा कथा चिंता कलु कि अरे मु मो मरिबा कथा कहूनी तते ठेलिबा कथा कहउतली हम तो पार्टी ठेलबा नुआ रंगीला बिना चाबी रे छोली ते भी सब बेताला खिदाइया नहीं जब घरा चोरा 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 ये सहारा चोरा नमस्कार एथर टीवी स्क्रीन किंबा मोबाइल स्क्रीन रे नुहे देखा हवा सामना सामनी जुलाई 2 तारिख रे मु आसे की पहुंची सैक्रामेंटो कैलिफोर्निया रे सेलिब्रेट करबा को ओसा कन्वेंशन 2022 हम प्रोग्राम रो ना कोन जानचंदु रंग तरंग जो थे आपन को लागिबो एंटरटेनमेंट रो बूस्टर डोज सी यू देयर
बहुत धन्यवाद सुदीप एंड थैंक यू सब्य बाबू नाउ वी विल मूव ऑन टू आपण को धर्मपत्नी को पाखो को टिके कैमराटा नै जिबा सो Archita Sahu is a very prominent name in Hollywood industry. She needs no introduction. Hi Archita. Still for formality, she's an Indian actress, model, and television personality who has established a career in Odia film. She has emerged as first runners-up in 2013 Femina Miss India in Kolkata. What a proud moment for all of us. Thank you again, Archita. Before we get Archita speaking, Sudeep, let's play the whole thing about Archita. Over to you, Sudeep.
मो नारे थिबा 500 एकड़ जमी आज गवर्नमेंट नारे कली आम बापा को ए छोटिया प्रयास रे जदि एते लोक उपकृत हेबे ताले ताठू बड़ खुशी आ मो पई किछि तमको एते रोमांटिक वे रे केही प्रपोज करनांती आई लव यू एक्चुअली तुमको गेस करने को इच्छा होची किंतु मते ना बहुत लाज लागुच लालपान बीबीर हाथर मुकरे तो भड़िया टका खाली पड़ती उठी पारंतिनी
आपण माने यूएसए रे मु ओडिसा रे धमाका केमिति हबो धमाका सेते बडे हबो जेते बडे आमे एकाटी हबा जुलाई 2 तारिख सैक्रामेंटो कैलिफोर्निया ओसा कन्वेंशन रे रंग तरंग एंटरटेनमेंट रो बूस्टर डोज सी यू देयर
Over to you, Archita.
Hello everyone, नमस्कार मु लास्ट किछि दिन भितरे आपण समस्त ठारू पर्सनली किछि मेसेज पाइछि बा समस्त सुनिबा को पाइछि जे आपण माने बहुत एक्साइटेड हमको वेलकम करिया पे बट मु कहय को चाहबी मु भी इक्वली एक्साइटेड आपण समस्त को देखा करिया पाइ कि काहेकि आमे यूजुअली ओडिसा रे त एंती शोज करू परफॉर्मेंस थाए आमे एठी सेलिब्रेट करू बट आमे भी ओडिसा बाहर को जाऊ आपण मान को सहित स्पेशली जो माने कि एते कनेक्टेड ही के अछंती ओडिसा रे थाई कि ओडिया इंडस्ट्री ओडिया फिल्म देखिबा गीता सुनिबा इज क्वाइट ओके यू नो एक्सेप्टेबल किंतु आपण माने ओडिसा रे न थाई कि भी एते मात्रा रे ओडिसा ओडिया रे गीत को भल पांती मु भी जतरे लास्ट विजिट करतली आपण मान के भितरे मु माने ओडिया लैंग्वेज कोंतु ओडिसा कोंतु समस्त गोटे अलग टाइप रो यू नो गोटे सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर थाए ओडिसा प्रजेरा समस्त रहइबा माने ओडिया तो सेही गोडटा केबे भी जीवन है सो आपण मान को पाखो स्पेशली माने जाउ परफॉर्म करछु नो विल बी स्पेंडिंग सम टाइम विथ all of you so सेटा मो पई कि बहुत ही बढ़िया कथा so I'm looking forward to it ଆଉ ଅଳ୍ପ ଦିନ ରହିଲା ଆମର ବି ଆମ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ବି ଆଉ କିଛି ଦିନ ଭିତରେ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଇଯିବ ଏ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ विषय प्रोसेस ରେ ମାନିଥିଲୁ बट ଏବେ ଆଉ କିଛି ଦିନ ଭିତରେ ଆମର ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଇଯିବ କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମେ କିଛି ବି ଯାହା ବି ଆମେ କରିବୁ ସବୁ properly organized where karibu performance rahibo kista act rahibo ebe basic kichi reveal karibeni surprise elements भी किछटा रहिबो जेमति आजरो मीटिंग तनो इक्वली हैप्पी एंड एक्साइटेड और जो माने भी एंटायर इवेंट पछरे अछंती आपण माने सेठी थाई कि ऑर्गेनाइज करूछंती केते बळे कहार सुविधा थिबो नथिबो बट आपण समस्त 100% एफर्ट्स दोछंती जोति पई कि थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ओडिया एकाठी हे पारुछंती सेटा गोटे छोटो कथा नुहे समस्त निज निज लाइफ रे एते बिजी थांती अलग अलग प्रोफेशन थांती किंतु गोटे ओकेजन आपण समस्त एकाठी करूछंती ओडिया ओकेजन को सेलिब्रेट करूछंती मु जस्ट देखुतली पिठार किछि भी कंपटीशन अछि पिला मानक पई कि माने तांको रूट सहित कनेक्टेड रखिया पाई कि किछटा डिबेट कंपटीशन अछि तेणु ए सब जिनस को ऑर्गेनाइज करके अपन समस्त भितर गोटे यूनिटी रखिचंती सेटा गोटे बहुत बढ़िया कथा आपण मान को भी ऑल द बेस्ट हम समस्त को ऑल द बेस्ट लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू मीट यू ऑल एंड माने वो बहुत एक्साइटेड
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Archita. We are really excited to see you. आपन को बहुत personally connect करिया पे भी हम समस्त को मन रे बहुत इच्छा and hopefully we get to do that in person and आपण माने भलरे भलरे हम पाखु पहुंच जानतु. Now moving on to our next guest artist. मु यांको गीत सुनिथली ओडिया म्यूजिक चैनल पुणी थरे रे मु परदेसी चढ़े अवश्य से मोठ बहुत बढ़िया गाती but I'm such a big fan of him and so I'm introducing Satyajit Pradhan. He's a playback singer, performer, creator and a famous YouTuber. So before we go to Satyajit Pradhan, Sudeep, if you're ready, let's play his video.
निश्वास मो छाड़िबा गरु उपेक्षा पारिबी करी अपेक्षार काल सरू सरू तू महु ठारू बेसी मिठा महुली ठुकम तू मिठा मिठा गोटे सरगम तू 4G ठारू बेसी टिके 5G ठुकम तू नुआ गोटे हॉट आइटम चगला बयस मत दबु नाही दोष जदि ट्विस्ट हुए लव स्टोरी रे ईस्टर वेस्ट रे खोजुची मु बेस्ट रे बेस्ट न पाइले तापर जीबी नेक्स्ट रे पाई देबी जान लड़े नहीं हार गा हाय बेबी डर मत देखी तोर दिलटा कोन कहे तुम डार्लिंग डार्लिंग रे तुम डार्लिंग डार्लिंग रे.
हेलो एवरीवन नमस्कार मु आपण मानकर प्रिय सिंगर सत्यजीत प्रधान मु आसुची 2 जुलाई सैक्रामेंटो कैलिफोर्निया को ऑन द ओकेजन ऑफ ओसा कन्वेंशन 2022 आपण समस्त आसंतु रंग तरंग प्रोग्राम रे हम टोटल बोल करिया फुल धमाल करिया एथरा हेबा एंटरटेनमेंट रो बूस्ट डोज.
Total bobal dose spines. Satyajit Babu, आपण जदि अछंती.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes,
namaskar,
over to you, sir.
Namaskar. And thank you so much, Shri Sinju Sabya Bhai and Anshita Didi. Thank you, Lisa ma'am. Thank you, Panigrahi sir. Thank you, everyone. एति कहिबी जे आमे समस्त आसुछु आमे एंटायर टीम आसुछि आमे गोटे बहुत बढ़िया नियारा प्रोग्राम करबा जाउछु आपण मन समस्त हमको जॉइन करंतु एंड थैंक यू सो मच टू आल्सो टू Tarang TV and Tarang Plus OTV for organizing such a beautiful show for us. तो निहते आबरे हमें जेमती सभ्य भाई कहउतले अर्चिता दीदी कहउतले आमे समस्त मिसिकी फुल बोबाल करिया टोटल धमाल करिवा आमर जो रही से ओडिया गीत कोंतु कि आपण जो पुराना गीत नुवा गीत डांस नंबर्स कोंतु स्लो नंबर्स कोंतु सब आपण पई के हमें रखिछु तो आपण माने समस्त आसंतु जॉइन अस फॉर अ ग्रैंड इवनिंग. थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू एवरीवन.
Satyajit, we won't let you go like that.
Yeah, with all due respect,
ଆମେ ତମକୁ ସେମିତି
line.
ତ ତାର ଗୋଟେ ଝଲକଟେ ଶୁଣ
ନିହାତି ଭାବରେ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ବଢିଆ ଗୀତ ଯୋଉଟା କି ମତେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଲାଗେ ଏବଂ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଗାଇଥିଲି ତ ସେଇ ଗୀତଟି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଗାଉଛି। ପାନ୍ଥଶାଳା କେବେ ପଚାରି ବୁଝିଲା ପାନ୍ଥଶାଳା କେବେ ପଚାରି ବୁଝିଲା କାହିଁକି ଲେଖୁଛ ନାମ ହାୟ ଏତିକି ବୁଝିଛି ପାନ୍ଥଶାଳା ସେ ଅଦିନିଆ ଦେଖା ହାୟ ପାନ୍ଥଶାଳା କେବେ ପଚାରି ବୁଝିଲା। Thank you so much.
Thank you Satyajit Babu, आपनको समय
Thank
पे
you,
आपको
everyone.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much everyone. Thank you OSA Convention.
All right, so एबे आमे जिबा हमर next guest artist सी आम सांगेरे आज नाहंती because of her work commitment she's traveling, but one of her she has many hit songs. Now let me tell you that ताइर गोटे हिट सॉन्ग आम घरे आम छुआ माने भी गांती A for apple apple, B for banana, C for couple couple, and the other one is a very famous Sambalpuri song, डर के लो डरे देली लव प्रचाबी पाई गली। अपन जानी पड़थि मु का विषय रे कथा होची, she is none other than the most soothing Asima Panda. Sudeep, over to you.
Lisa, we have Elina's video actually.
Okay. All right. So, Imti Hue. So very well, let's go and introduce Elina. Elina is also a prominent Odia actress, and she has done many successful Odia movies. And one of her movie songs, which is also my personal favorite, Ore Savariya, tu fullatinua. Sudeep.
पापे को निपात करिबा पाप नुहे पुण्य आ ए पुण्य मु निज हाथ रे करिबा को चाहे।
चोर गुंडा छाड़ी बिनी तते मो नडिया नहीं गलो सुपुण्य कोन तते मो ना रानी टंका पैसा रे भूल हुएनी।
ये माछों को नहीं जाओ
ना ना तांको देखिले मते तम कथा मने पडुछि।
मांगता है तो आजा रसिया नहीं तो मैं ये चले है मांगता है तो आजा रसिया नहीं तो मैं ये चले।
प्राय सब लव स्टोरी रे जतबेले प्रॉब्लम आसे पुओझी अलगा ही जानती, किंतु आम स्टोरीटा टिके अलगा, हमको ये प्रॉब्लम ही एकाठी करी छी।
I love you।
ओरे सवरिया तुम्हें घोटे नुआ ओरे सवरिया तू का करो छुआ।
नमस्कार, जय जगन्नाथ, मु एलिना आसुची आपण मानक सहित देखा करबा पई आसंता जुलाई 2 तारिख रे सैक्रामेंटो कैलिफोर्निया रो ओसा कन्वेंशन 2022 रे आपण मानक सहित बहुत मजा मस्ती और सेलिब्रेट करबा पई, बट कोठी रंग तरंगर एंटरटेनमेंट रो बूस्टर डोज रे। एंड यस डेफिनेटली आपण मानक एंटरटेनमेंट रो बूस्टर डोज तो मिलिबो ही मिलिबो, ता सहित मु चोरी करले भी आपण मानक रो बहुत सारा भलो पाइबा और आशीर्वाद आपण मानक अपेक्षा रही निश्चय आसीबे। सी यू देयर। जय जगन्नाथ।
एते सबु आर्टिस्ट मानकु तो देखलेनी, कॉमेडी इज आल्सो की वे ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट दीस डेज। ताहले आमे सेटाउ केमती भूली जिबा आमे माने एबे लेट्स वेलकम our dearest comedy king Jogesh Jojo, known as Sambalpuri Comedy King, and is very famous for his Sambalpuri comedy videos. Jadi Jogesh Jojo Babu achanti, we will have him on camera.
Lisa, you have to call him in Sambalpuri though.
एटा तो बहुत कष्ट कामटा देले मु तो पूरा बरहमपुरी बेले मु खाली बरहमपुरी भाषा रे कथाई पारी आउ के संबलपुरी आसी कथा बर अछि एडे
You have to say Jojo Baba kenta acha.
जोजो बाबा केंता अछो आसी जाओ
Can someone highlight Jojo? Is he there?
We can't find him.
I think that's a part of his act. Is he hiding somewhere?
तो एबे गोटे इंग्लिश क्लास जॉइन करची एबीसीडी सिखुची तो सेत पई से बधे ट्यूशन सर थिबे यूएसए जीवन कथा हो तो सेत पई बधे तार ट्यूशन सर नि जो तमे कोडे गलो
Maybe he dropped off.
आजी जोजोर लाइफ रो फर्स्ट जूम मीटिंग रे से जॉइन करची जोजो
आमे निश्चय जूम को जणे देबो आपण केते इंटुइटिव हम प्रथम जो माने जॉइन करचंती but Siti bhai if this is okay we can play Asima madam's video while Jojo sir is getting ready. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So Asima madam ko bisar to mu apon man ko jani dechi she needs no introduction. If Sudeep is ready we can please play the video.
You don't have a video, sorry.
Okay.
That's okay.
That is fine.
Yeah,
That's
we'll share more. Yeah, as it comes.
तो रंग तरंगर कार्यक्रम एठू जस्ट आरंभ होईची सॉरी नी तो आई होप we sold over the show to you. California is calling. Now over to our conveners. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Wonderful job. Thank you. Let's give a big round of applause. I also want to thank Ranga Tarang team, Litisa, Sabyasachi, Archita, Satyajit, and Jojo. Thanks for coming. I know it's pretty early for you. I know last night when we talked, it was pretty like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. But Sabya, you are up, already up. Interesting. Like you need to take 8 hours sleep. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. We look forward to welcoming you here. I know it's not far, so thank you. Thank you so much.
Jojo, I guess join karuchi.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Jojo, you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Jojo,
English
tuition को जाइथला English सिखुची वर्तमान से तो वर्तमान जोजो
वर्तमान मतलब ने यूएसए में तो बहुत एक्साइटेड हो तो सेति लगी इंग्लिश स्टार्ट कर सिखवार है बेटा जस्ट मुई तो जिन जगह के जिमा हेटा खाली नो सिखे से जगह नाटा बाकी कैलिफोर्निया डाटा पिला वाला भूगोल बहिती पड़ी तोर पड़ी
सैक्रामेंटो कहलो थरे
सैक्रामेंटो
वेरी गुड
थैंक यू अरे माने मोर इंग्लिश नॉलेज बढ़ला न धीरे धीरे आई थिंक सेटनु असला परे पूरा फ्रीक्वेंटली इंग्लिश टू इंग्लिश कहतु मी आउ आशा विश्वास भरोसा संगे अछि तार संगे संगे जेतु इटा रंग तरंग रो माने एंटरटेनमेंट रो बूस्टर डोज है तो एंटरटेनमेंट लगी रेडी है तुम अपन माने आसु छु जेतु एते दुरियानु तो गुटे हलचल मचे करी आसमा बोली आशा अछि हलचल माने एंता यूक्रेन रूसिया युद्ध टाइप रो नै कहबा माने जस्ट हलचल माने भूमिकंप भी नै गुटे एंटरटेनमेंट रो हलचल करी करी आसबार माने प्रयास रे जाउ छु आ आशा कर छु कि निहाती भावे भल लागबा आपन मान को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि माने सम्बलपुरी भाषा ते प्रेजेंट करबा लगी कहबा लगी प्रोग्राम के Thank you. I want to talk English, but English not coming me. Sometimes coming, but sometimes there are sleeping somewhere in my muha bhitere. So I can't speak English in frequently. So sorry about for that, but कौन करवा संबलपुरी तो रही जे आउ संबलपुरी भाषाटा ही बेसी भल से फ्रिक्वेंटली बार से आउ आपन मान को भी मोर मोन संबलपुरीटा ही भल लागसे सेति लागि बोली बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद थैंक यू रंग तरंग रो ई शो एते एते रति महारथी मानकर संगे सभ्य सर अर्चिता मैम तांकर संगे प्रेजेंट करबा लागि गुटे स्टेज शेयर करबा लागि मौका मिलबा सेति लागि मैं मैं very proud feel करूछन इसके नियाती होवे एंटरटेनमेंट रो फुल डोज बूस्टर डोज नवा लागि रेडी है तो का करी बोले आसु छु हमें सैक्रामेंटो ना भाई सैक्रामेंटो कैलिफोर्निया so
Jojo
yes man thank yes sir
Jojo thank you so much looking forward to seeing you here बोबा ठीक है हमें देखा हुआ
आज्ञा
असले तो बोबाल करवाई ने
पूरा आज्ञा पूरा
थैंक यू बहुत लगला तुमसे दिखाएगी
थैंक यू सर
right thank you so much Ranga Tarang team now thank you all volunteers but if there is we can go back to Q&A if there is any other question and also Ranga Tarang team yeah feel free to drop up I know you woke up early so thank you so much and now let's open it up any question Rudra and I would be happy to answer Rudra you want to add anything
no I think any open questions we covered most of the topics obviously we didn't cover all of them. There are more activities planned beyond what we presented. But any questions anybody has that makes your journey to Sacramento more comfortable or you want to know more about the convention, what's happening, what's planned, we would love to answer them. So put the stage for any questions.
Raise hand or unmute, ask any question. And also, I think just two things I want to highlight also. If you're already registered and if you have not yet ordered your food, please do so. The special we have is until May 15. The fact that why it's May 15 because we have to give the number to the caterer. They have to plan as well. So that's why we are putting the deadline May 15. Please do so. You can go to our website where you have update registration where you can add anyone. Or you can order food as well if you have already registered. And then second one is hotel. Also, please book your hotel. We are fortunate, as you know, we are now, everything has gone up, but we are fortunate to have got hotel room at, $165 a night. That is at this juncture, that is like a, steal. So go book it before it's rooms are gone. We still have, like somebody was saying that not able to do it, will